Hello Citroen and cartoon car fans. So here we have a outer shipper box of a Gusting Gale. This is the design company, and the line of cartoony cars are called Rollis, and it's a Korean design firm, I guess. But these are made by Frontiart, I believe. Actually, the original ones are. This doesn't say Frontiart though. It does say Kemelife, and I think they have a website, some sort of like designer product store. So here are the dimensions of this model, and it's made of ABS and PVC plastic. It's supposed to be maybe 1/24 scale if it's anything like the original ones. Alright, so let's open this up. And I gotta read some Wikipedia because I'm not aware of a premium brand doing a model in 1/64 scale for the Citroen DS's. Let me focus back there. So this car, they made over 1.4 million of them. It's a French brand, Citroen. And the DS was a very innovative car for its time. It has a midship front engine. It was front wheel drive. It had a hydro pneumatic suspension. So one of the models even had directional headlights that would turn with the steering. So that was pretty interesting. Wagon versions. It was actually designed by a car designer and an airplane engineer, an aeronautical engineer. That's why it's so aerodynamic looking. It's definitely one of the most influential car designs, which again makes me wonder why I'm not aware of a premium brand doing this in 1/64 scale. I'm sure there's some other lower grade brands like Majorette or Schuco or something like that that may have done this in a smaller scale, but I want something premium. Okay, well, we got this nice bag protecting the box. Alright, so this box is different from the previous ones. So it's still Rollis, this Kemelife thing. It's weird. It's all scratched up, but it was in that bag, so it's even stained, so this must be used. Okay, and then that same sticker, it looks like there. And there's a sleeve box. Pretty tight sleeve. I guess you could give this away as a gift. It's pretty nice still. You got a little card here, which frankly I don't think is necessary, because how does that help me? Right, it's all on the box already. So why do you have to be redundant? It's just strange. This is nice quality foam, stuff you'd expect electronics to be shipped in. Or high-end fragile animal figurines. And then yeah, some sort of heat cut recess for this. So this is interesting. They went away from the clear display case, which I actually kind of appreciated. I just wanted to have consistency. So now I'm basically going to be forced to put this into a different display cabinet, which is doable, but you know, possibly this is smaller than the other ones as well. Maybe not, maybe not. We'll have to see. I'll bring one out for comparison. So let me find some green images. So that's the closest green I could find while I'm comparing these photos. These cars were made between 1955 to 1975, so a 20-year span. And they competed in racing, and they even won a race back in 1974, a year before it went out of production. So quite competitive in racing. There are sedans, wagons, convertibles, and so I pulled up two rear images. This has round taillights like that, but this also has this like chromed reflector turn signal like this, but then this one has squarish taillights. So it's kind of a combination of the two. See, I think these are the turn signals up on this one, but then here these are red, so I think the turn signals are down there. So this is kind of inspired by many different DS's, I guess. So that's the best logic I can come to. I don't obviously work for Rollis or anything like that, or Gusting Gale, so. Okay, let's start at the bottom. So this is not done by Frontiart. This is definitely more toy-like than the original ones. Frontiart makes high-end resin models, but this is not the case because look at this. You have all this excess glue here. This is a plastic base, which I don't have a problem with. This is 2021. It's nice to know if you buy it without packaging how old it is. And then you might believe it's made by Kemelife, but I'm guessing Well, maybe it is. I don't know. Beijing Chemi Works, right? And then Rollis there. The tires are nice. They have nice treads, and from the sides they don't look like truck tires, so that's really cool. It obviously rolls. There's even like a molded plastic thing here to look like the CV rubber boot, right? So let's see about. It's a bit squeaky, like an old car. But yeah, it rolls fine. Now, well, we'll get to the top. I'm noticing that windshield's all messed up. So here we have like the bottom of maybe, I don't know actually what this would be. I guess it looks like a muffler of sorts, or the bottom of the engine case, but if it's mid-mounted it should be around here, right? Anyways, the exhaust pipe's going to a muffler here, and then downturned exhaust tips, and there actually is a recess here, so that's cool. 2 screws in the back. I don't know what's holding the front together. Maybe it's like a tab or something, or maybe it's literally glued in place. Okay, so now there's this chrome plastic thing here, and there's a bump of some sort. There's a lot of scratching on this. This is, unfortunately, probably quite used. It's too bad. Yeah, there's a lot of scratching. The chromed plastic wheels seem okay. The curvature of the tire sidewall seems okay as well. Although here, look, I think there's like a chunk of rubber missing, so I'm wondering if I could just flip the tire around. Yeah, so pleasantly, there's no printing on the tires. Yeah, this side's all messed up, but you can just pop this around. Be careful, these mirrors are looking fragile, so I don't want to get my hands around that. Alright, so that looks a lot better. How's this wheel and tire looking? Not the greatest either, so let's see if the other side is nicer. I don't know. There's some sort of molding flash here. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the best it's gonna be. Okay. Alright, so then the body is this non-metallic, like a dark split pea soup green or something. Olive color, I suppose you could call it an olive color. It is relatively nice and shiny. I'm guessing it was clear coated. A little bit of orange peel. It's not as good as the Fronty Art paint finish. Okay. And then you have a bunch of chromed plastic molding here. Okay. This is also, I think all the chrome work is literally just that vacuum deposition plastic stuff. Very frail, rigid mirror, so be careful of that. Obviously it's a reflector being chromed plastic. So going to the front here, we do have these nice turn signals. They have like a orange clear on them. Then the headlights look good. This is nice and smooth, so the Fresnelling is on the back side. And then there's like an indication of a light bulb back there. That bucket looks deep. Same here, smooth on the outside. And then they're in these nice chromed plastic bezels. Alright, so cool. Then we have a nice 3-dimensional Rollis brand here, some sort of decal or sticker of some sort. Then some silver raised bumps here for this black area. This is where the license plate, I guess, is supposed to go. And then some venting depth there. And then you can see through the vent, that chrome piece, which is kind of nice. So they managed to make that all hollow, which is cool. And some rivet marks or something, bumps physically sticking out. This chromed bumper is a separate piece. Yeah, so all in all, not so bad. There's some tiny chromed dots stuck into the top of the fenders. I have no clue what those would be for, because they're not going to spray liquid down here, right? So I don't even see them. I don't recall them on any images I pulled up, but I'm sure one of the DSs must have had that. So now, sadly, this character called Pio is behind a very cloudy windscreen, and I think the cloudiness is on the back side. It's not like the outside is scratched. It's literally the inside is like it's on the inside surface. I don't know what the deal is with that. Let me get a wet Q-tip here, and let's just make sure. Just some water here. Don't want to use chemicals. It'll react with the plastic. Yeah, that's that cloudiness is on the inside. This outside seems perfectly fine. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I'd have to open it up and clean it. I wonder if the last person literally opened this and broke it, and that's why there's glue stuff here. Let's continue with the outside. I might have to open this up though. So the white here seems okay. No scratches or anything like that. And then I guess maybe these are turn signals as well, or running lights. They have a little bit of a clear orange on top of the chromed plastic. The character literally has some sunglasses on. The face maybe is tampo printed, and the steering wheel and the hands are the same part. So, okay. And then, yeah, this chromed plastic becomes like orange running lights. Again, it's that orange paint. What's weird is the backside of this is covered in orange, but not this one. I wonder if the whole thing, I don't know, there's just not enough orange there. It makes me wonder if the last owner maybe put some orange paint in these things. And in fact, I almost feel like there's some gunk in here. Yeah, see? I'm pulling out some yellow of some sort. I wonder if the last person maybe waxed this thing with car wax. I literally just took off some of that orange paint. It doesn't matter. I'm going to just put some orange paint back in here later. So, yeah, this could have been a modified model. Alright, there's no indication of side or rear windows at all. The chrome stuff here. Yeah, again, I think this has been waxed. You see this? This white stuff here? Yeah. Yeah, this was waxed. Pretty interesting. Okay, well, it's got a protective layer of wax on it. I guess I can't complain about that. This side of the car, yeah, no major scratches, which is nice. There's even separate, like, plastic mud guards going around this thing. It's interesting. So then the chrome, I assume, tail lights here. There's a little bit of this orange here. And then some sort of dots. I don't know what those are, of course. Some sort of hand grab. It's actually raised a little bit, which is nice. And then the Rollis branding looks good again. And then these are nice translucent domed out tail lights. Although I don't see any images where it has 3. It only has 2. So it's like there's an extra red for some reason. And nice little license plate with a raised bump for the screw. Just no actual number plate. I guess I could fit a 164 plate there later. Okay. And then some little rivets molded into that bumper. So all in all, it's actually a well-detailed plastic toy. It's just, I think this one's been messed up with by some other person. Alright, so I took one screw out already. The screw doesn't want to come out. I don't know what the driver. So what I'm worried about is here. What's going to happen here? Why is there glue there? It's like crazy glue vapor. This white stuff. Yeah, if that's crazy glued, I'm not going to be able to get this thing out. I want to clean that windscreen. It's horrible. I don't think I can get to that windscreen. It's too bad. If I could just open it, I could easily clean that thing off and it'll look more normal. But as it is, I would have to pry some plastic to make this happen. This was definitely used because the person stripped out those threads as well. This crazy glue, there's no way it should have been like that. I couldn't get it apart. So, yeah, it's pretty weak. It looked like I knew the images when I bought it online. So, anyways, this is one of the original Frontiarts. And Frontiart, again, makes high-end models. And so you can see, this is a bubble car. I will say, yeah, this is actually I guess in the same ballpark. It's actually a longer model, this Citroen. It's just not as tall. It's not as cartoony, right? So I was just hoping it would just have standard boxes all across the brand of Rollis, but clearly not the case. So maybe these are just too expensive because Frontier is such a premium brand. That's why maybe Rollis decided to go with this Kemelife thing, but this is clearly not as nice. It's just simply, it has a cheaper feeling to it. Still a pretty nice model though, minus the fact that it's used. Okay, well, let's let this go for a spin. I might have to go order another one and make sure. I'm gonna message the seller, is this new or not? So, shady sellers online. Anyways, I bought this from Taobao, so you can try to find it there. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you the next time. I'm going to get the other castings from this wave here. Alright, we'll see you then. Bye.